Well, good evening and welcome here on this Thursday night. How we doing all? Welcome to Black Country Blitz. Right, just sorting out chat here on YouTube. I did say I was trying to get my other monitor set up today, but it ain't happened. I went and got a bit of extra more beauty sleep. So, it ain't happened. But we've changed a few things on my LPS. See, I've got a nice little thing. Scroll it down bottom. So, anyway, we're here in the Return to the Black Sea DLC, the new one. It's come out on the 5th of December last year. A couple of weeks ago now. Well, at least 3 weeks. There's loads of people have streamed it, yep. So it's a new, but it's the newest one that SCS have put out. I've just changed my truck over to this Reynolds. It's got the racing colours on. So, out England, Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. That's what the Blitz PCG stands for. Number 1, again, it's a custom skin. Golf speed. So, without further ado, we're going to pick up a job and see what we've got. Morning, Bobster. How we doing, buddy? I'll try not to crash this morning, and I've tried to change it so the chat's in real time this morning. So basically, as yo type, yo should hear me. I've been playing about with YouTube. Still cool, get it to keep me text on long enough, but we'll try and sort something out. Oh dear. Right, I'm just trying to pick a job. Get the map up. Now we need to go to here. Somewhere around here. Right, let's try one of these buggers. For our journey to get to there. So, all be good. How am you, mate? Had a good day? That's if my chat's working. Cool. Well, if you're chilling, enjoy the stream, my old pal. And thanks for joining my Facebook page. I did notice today when I got back up. Appreciate that. Again, I don't stream very much on Facebook, but when I do, you'll know I'm there as well now. Oh dear. Oh, did you get your monitors today? Have they come? If that's regarding your 2 monitors, what you were saying yesterday you was having, if they've come today, fair play. I'm glad they've come for you.
To turn left. Turn left.
It's always nice out when you get new stuff. No matter what it is. Ah, dear. Ah, sweet, mate. So pleased for you. You'll soon be there, mate, man, yo. And my buddy from Manchester will be mother trucking, as they say. We could do with more people in our little 2-man convoy. It's like my mate, how he works like, so he could always be on as he used to be. Otherwise we'd be, I mean, you've probably seen us, if you look back on some of the older streams, there was one just either before Christmas or just around Christmas time. And I took him from Skype, popped him in the top corner, because there's a thing called NDI, which basically captures whatever you've got on Skype. So if I'm talking to a person, I can capture their video camera and their voice, pop it into OBS, And there's a load of other applications you can use this NDI for.
Keep right.
And then, like I said, I'll stream him. So I'll, like, say, if we was in a convoy now, he'd be behind me in the game on multiplayer. And but at least the people who watch the stream can actually see the person who's driving the truck behind me, basically. And you can do it with, well, as many people as you can fit on your screen. So in this case, I'd put, you know, if we've got 4 people or, you know, 3, just pop another one down the bottom corner.
Turn left.
That's how we do it. Oh dear, at least I've had some sleep today. I needed them extra hours sleep. That's why I didn't bother with the monitor. I thought, you know what, I could be arsed. I was that, you know, sometimes does it, though it? Sleep catches up on you, man. You just need to think, sod it. Well, you know what, Bobster? The microphone setup I got on my head is cheap as chips. Well, I don't know what you'd call cheap, but I got a bundle. I bought the keyboard, the mouse, the headset, and of course it comes with a mic off Amazon. Because what it is, the Trackir, the actual plow clip which I've got fitted now, you have to watch out if you get a set. What it is basically, you know, the really dear headsets, you know, like the major brands, they don't allow for this headset of mine to clip on. So, you know, when I'm looking for headsets, I have to make sure that I can clip this on just by looking at their illustrating pictures. So, you know, I've been looking at some of them, and I thought, you know what, I'll go and buy one of them, and then I might be buggered, and I could put the headphones, the Trackir on. I thought for what I use the mic, it's clear enough. So I've been messing about with my sound cards, volume and everything, and there was something as a plug-in for my sound card that hadn't been installed when I brought the PC. Again, the people I bought the PC off are going to put that software on. I'm just going to test it, make sure it all works before they ship it out. But when it comes to putting like third-party software on to do with your graphics card or sound card, that's up to you. So when I found out that this sound card come with some added software which were installed, it made my audio a lot clearer, a lot better. No crackling, no farting, no background noise, no, you know. Okay, it does pick up the rumbling in my cushion, but that's because it's so sensitive. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a tickly cough. And so I thought, am I going to improve on that by buying, you know, £60-70 headset? I don't think so. You know what I mean? And I bought, oh bloody hell, I've had them about 2 years now. I brought 2 condenser mics. I bought one for my old man for his PC, what used to be downstairs, and I bought one for mine, which is on the other PC. But of course, like I said, since Dad's gone, I took his old one and put it on this new setup now. But again, I ain't got nowhere really to put the stuff. I mean, this condenser mic is just there, just out of shot, just to the side of me. Now that would pick up anything. That's really sensitive, but that's got its own preamp and everything, as you need that preamping. But I very rarely use that because I'm on headphones anyway. So, you know, I thought use that. But if I was doing one in the day, I'd put me I've got some tiny little headphone buds, and I put them in so nobody can hear, you know, the game and stuff. But I use a condenser mic for really, you know, really good stuff. But as for headsets, I'm going to pay, you know, just to have a brand name, you know, like Razer, or I'm just using it as an example, or some of the major big brands. Sod that. As long as it works, that's good enough for me. And I think I paid about 50 quid for the lot. You know, for the keyboard, the mouse, and the headset. Job's a good one. I mean, you can pay, what, 120 plus just for a freaking headset? Nah, sod that. And then I could put me tracking on. So I'm buggered then. I mean, I've got 2 pair of headphones here. Hold on. I've got a pair of cordless, which I can turn into cord, you know, put them on a cord if I need to. And then I've got a pair of Sennheiser, which I do when I do mixing any music or anything, because I tend to mix the old music sound files. So they're really clear. And then I've got another pair of Sennheiser up the top of the room, because like I said, if I bought me anything for either vaping related or computer related, I used to buy it my old man. So if I bought me a new pair of headphones, I'd buy him a pair of headphones. If I bought me a new tank, I'd buy him the same tank. So basically, I've got 2 of fucking everything now. Right, old man's got, you know. I mean, I sat there the other week and I thought, I ain't got to go and buy a keyboard and a mouse for my mum's my old man's old PC. I've got another one what my dad bought. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck me, I've got more keyboards and mouses than fucking Microsoft. I've got keyboards and mouses coming out for years. Oh yeah. Of all shapes and colours, you know, like, oh, it's crazy. Oh dear, you got a laugh, are you? Long time dead, as they say. Tell you what, these bloody roads in this return to the Black Sea, and so tight the bends, it's unbelievable. They've really, I mean, the older DLCs, like this game's been out since 2012. So, you know, some of the older towns and cities we drive through, I'm really, you know, basic now. But they've really worked well making this DLC one. I mean, there's some, you don't mind paying for it when they've done so well of a job. Really have to freaking slow down, and I ain't got a trailer on yet. Jesus. Fucking hell, I don't cough this much when I smoked. Gee, I don't matter with me today. Go get it up. I've just been trying to look at YouTube, because like when you go live, you have this thing that's like a control panel, like to say, you know, is your stream good enough and all that shit. And then there's a thing called pop-out chat. Now I know I could put that inside OBS so it shows on the screen, but I want one that's gonna actually where I can see it, and of course being small on a little bloody phone, it's hard to see. So I thought, I won't mess about with that. So I thought I'll type the address in to the phone, what I can see on the big PC, put it on the, I think it'll load up. Holy heck. I don't know, you know, they make things one for bloody mobile phones and one for PCs. It's a nightmare. And there's nothing on YouTube to say why. But like I said last night, I've got to get a position where I can put the other monitor. I mean, if need be, I've got to find a way of putting my other monitor above me. So basically, as I look up, I can see the chat. But again, as you can see, when I look up, the camera goes up in the game. So it's got to be something that's at my level without sort of taking my eyes off the screen, if that makes sense. See, I wished, I don't know if you could do it, you know, when you have play games, right, you have to tell your PC games to load up in full screen. So basically, that's it. You can't have nothing else on the screen, any of the game, right? Or you can have what they call windowed. So basically, you can have 2 things on the same screen when it's in window mode. But if you put it full screen, then that game takes priority over everything else that you've got open on your computer. But I wished I could put into this game, or games, not just this one, others, a little bit of like a see-through menu. So anybody that types to me now, it would show up on the big 50-inch telly, yeah? So basically, whatever you type to me would show up on the game as I'm playing it, rather than the little and mobile phone. Then that way, I couldn't miss it then. But I could work it out, and I don't think it's possible, to be fair. I know. Well, that's it. I mean, it's because I got the dual screens, Bobster. I've got, bloody hell, I've got the telly here. There's another monitor over there ready to go. Another 24-inch monitor, which come from my dad's PC. I've got another 24-inch Dell. And then I've got a 29-inch ultra-wide. I've got 4, and then I've got a big another telly on the fucking wall. So that's 5 screens in the bedroom. But this next level racing style bloody cockpit I'm in, I got no accessories to come off to put them things on, if you know what I mean. It's so... And of course, using a tracking system, as soon as I turn to look at screen, look where the camera in game goes. So tracking has got its advantage because you're playing the game, but when it comes to reading comments, you're in the shit. And because if I'd got a bigger room, what I've got this in, I could put the chat over this, you know, the other screen over to the right of me. I'm restricted. If I put it too far over on the left, my bed's about bloody, I don't know, 40 centimetres away, if not more, less. You know, virtually I put my arm out and there's my bed. I've got no space in this bedroom whatsoever. And we got a conservatory. I was actually going to go and put this console and build it downstairs. But the only thing is, our conservatory, I got a proper roof on, if you know what I mean. It's a plastic roof like most people have. And the condensation, and I thought, you know what, I'll be building something like that to be, you know. And again, when it's cold, it's fucking cold in that conservatory, unless you're putting heating on. And again, not having a proper roof on, like you would in a, you know, an house roof, you're just pissing money up the wall trying to heat the conservatory up in the winter. Or the, you know, like the cold months now, how it is. Otherwise, I could have had a big bloody conservatory playroom, basically, you know, proper man cave. Because that's where the old man's used to be. Mother had got her PlayStation in the front, so I'd got this up here. Well, my PC desk up over the other side, and our old mum was in the conservatory. But it's alright in the summer, and it's fucking lovely in the summer because, you know, like eat risey. So in this bedroom, I'm fucking hell, I'm roasted. I've got windows open back and front in the summer. Mate, I've got to sleep in my fucking PC here live on camera more than once. Oh dear. I sat there one night, I'd been at work all day and I'd done a long shift, and I thought, you know what, I'll just talk to my mates a bit, and the next minute I know, or I'd gone to sleep on camera, pull back, and that was it, mouth open, snoring, and my mate recorded it. But he was a good mate, he'd upload it. It's a fucking good job. So I was able to delete the stream after. But it took a few stills. But you do. He was talking to me 1 minute, Russ. It's just the next minute I know he's fast fucking asleep. And if he was on here now, I mean, I know he's in bed now because he's got probably work in the morning, he'd tell you, oh, I've done some things in the last 20 odd years being on the net, I tell you. Nothing bad, like, you know, always had a good laugh. Because when half us come on, and at the PC, we used to go in a thing called Yahoo Chat. Oh man, and them was good old days, it really was. And the chap I talk to now, I've known him 20 years, and he's like a brother to me, he really is. People would say, oh, you'll never meet him. I says, okay, whatever. And then I had a bit of shit. We're doing the photography, my old PC broke. And he says, I'll build you a PC. just let me know how much money I'm going to spend. He says the only thing, you'll have to come to our house. Of course, he lives up in Manchester, so I shot up to Manchester on a train. Met him for the first time, and his brother. They took me to a place called Aria, which is a PC company up in Manchester. We went and got all the parts, and then he spent 3.5 hours building me a PC, and then I spent the rest of the week with him and his family, and then, honest to God, and bang on. I class them not just as friends, I class them more as family. That's how, that's how good they are. And try and get up there when I can. But just a shame my mates at work more now than we used to be. But we all have to work. As if he always work as much as he was, he'd be like me. We'd be on here streaming daily, all the while, But hell, I didn't realise this was that far to get to. It's any trouble with this new DLC. There's no garages. So basically, to get to the destinations, you've got to drive to them. You could just think, oh, I'll teleport. Nah, you've got to drive, so. But it's a good thing, because you get to see just how good the DLC they've made. I mean, the bloody buildings. I mean, I've done a bit of 3D work in an application called Adobe After Effects. And the other one I use, Cinema 4D. But to do it on this scale, okay, now it's massive. Right, what we are, 50 mile an hour speed. Put my foot down a bit. As long as I don't break the speed limit too much. No, I ain't even breaking the speed limit. Oh, I sat though, when I got up, I thought, right, I'm going to go and make my OBS different. I went back into that folder with the mods in, and I deleted all the shit that I don't use. And I went through them all, made sure the rest was 136. As this crashed yesterday, well, today, earlier on today. And I thought we could be having that. Gonna slow down for this bugger. It's gonna take me down to 19 mile an hour, probably. Yep, thought it would do. I love these roadmen. It's so true to life, you can hear the bloody diggers, How many workmen does it take to make an hole? Shitloads of them, look at them. What a game. Oh dear. What we at? 50 mile an hour. I'm doing 30, so time to put foot down. He's still pissing, stuttering. Oh. What we said, mate, because it's alright. 12 watching, 1 working. 12 watching. What, 12 watching my stream at the moment? Oh, gone. Hello to the other 11 people. Oh, gone, I've never known so many. They all can see that. How many's watching my video at the moment, if that's what you're on about, Bobster. Because I would if I was on me another monitor, I could see exactly who's what. Well, not who's watching, but how many's watching. I've got to do it, but it's just got. Well, I've got to wait till Friday, basically.
Exit now.
Because if I need any ports, i.e. television, clamp, whatever, Oh, sorry. I'm with you now, mate. That went straight over me head, that last comment. Me bad. I thought you was on about how many's
Go
watching the
straight
stream. Ah, dear, it's alright. Oh, I wait you, mate. Ah, dear. I'm going to get fined. Nowadays, I made that one, then I thought I'd gone through a red light then. Oi, oi. Lily Law's after me. Hook him, Dano. It wore me, honest. Can't even see him.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, like I said, ooh. Thought he was going to do that then. I've got to find you that fun fair. But that's on the EAA side of the maps. That is hilarious. I could hear this. Oh, come on, mister.
Exit now.
You like pulling out in big bloody trucks. I was sitting there though the other night. I thought, what the pissing hell's this music? I've got no music running on the PC. I stuck my head out the window as you do, and it was a bloody fun fair. I thought, just couldn't it get any better? Ambulance. That's something else I found out today. I thought they only played the sirens for like the police. So, as that's all I'd seen. So they do the police, they do the ambulance. I ain't seen a fire one yet. Fire engine. Well, again, you know, he's running 3 monitors, isn't he? And I know he's only doing 1080p, but again, you know, it's everybody to their own. I mean, I don't believe in buying equipment. I mean, if I was to run 3 screens, then I probably wouldn't be able to run 4K because of how many pixels. Again, they say a 1080 Ti, I suppose with 1 screen, can run everything at ultimate. That's what it's made for. I mean, it's a ray tracing graphics card. The only one better than this is a Titan, but that's more for people that make these kind of games with rendering and stuff. When doing 3D work. Not that you could do it on this, but it's what's inside the graphics card. But as these RTXs and built for just gaming, basically, and so for me to probably get like a 3-screen setup, I probably need 2 graphics cards. Again, fucking hell, what's that? I don't know. Them are well over £1,000. A graphics card. But I'll have to Google it to find out how much one of these GeForce RTXs But you know, it's like everything. If you've got the money, you can buy it. If you ain't, then you've got to buy whatever you can afford. You know, and it don't make me any better than anybody else. If you're going to look, just before Christmas, I was playing these games on the lowest settings I could play them on. You know what I mean? I ain't coming on here to, oh, look at me, I've got this fancy fucking setup. That ain't me. I'm just coming on to share my gameplay, you know. Like I said to you the other night, I have to get off my arse and work fucking damn hard. Nobody gives me subs or anything, I don't come on to do that. I just said, at the end of the day, if I get the money, rather than keep farting about, jumping out of a chair, get back into my gameplay, I'm going to buy me a setup. And that's what I did. I mean, I would have loved what they call the direct drive, which is the ultimate in driving wheels. But like I said to you the other night, if I'd have bought a direct drive, the price I bought the wheel for, the base, the pedals, the gear shifter, would have just been the price for the base. Then I'd have had to wait to buy a steering wheels, you know, pedals, gear stick, you know. So I thought, you know, because all these, like the wheel, the gear shifter and the pedals, at later time, will all work on a direct drive. Yes, so it's just basically swapping the base out, which is the front bit, for a direct drive one. All the things will work, they're all compatible. But that's like 1,500 just for the base. Yeah, I paid that much for the complete lot, so that's wheel. Well, actually I had 2 wheels, because the chains I had left Like I said, if I'd have gone down the route of having a 49-inch ultra-wide telly, monitor, sorry, that'd have been straight away £1,000. 1,500 for the wheelbase, that's 2,500. Then you've got 600 quid for the thing I'm sitting in. Yeah. You know, tracking system, that's another 200 quid. Webcams, £50 a piece. It all fucking adds up. You know, microphone, £50 keyboard, mouse, headset. Yeah. It's all, and then the cushion, but I'd already got the cushion. But, you know. And then another £2,600 for the computer. And that's it then, you know what I mean? I've had more birthdays, Christmas for the next fucking 5 years, probably. Oh dear. But, I mean, I've had help from my old lady to get the PC. But here now was like, our order graft, what I've done to help my dad. You know what I mean? And they said, look, you know, I've given up 5 years of my life to try and help my old man live. And that's what has helped me for. You know, I couldn't, I mean, between me and my mother, we couldn't have done enough for my old man. And, you know, you still got it in the back of mind, could have done any more for him. But, I know, I couldn't have done it. I've done everything I could possibly do for my old man. And people that know me well know that. But, life goes on, though, and shit happens. So now, it's like, okay, now that thunder and lightning, Jesus. I tell you what, when you sit and play a game like this, and you get a mod that is as good as the weather one I've found now, and that fucking thunder and lightning kicks in, it's awesome. You can hear it.
Go straight on.
You'll hear it in a minute when it clatters. Come on, thunder. When you want it to happen, it don't happen. Come on. Nah, mate. Yeah, I'm never too old. You're money as old as you feel, and if you all feel 21, you might be 22. Nah, I'm never... You know what? My old man used to say, listen, son, I'm a 49er kid, right? But you know what? About 3 months, I let my dad... everything he needed to know. Everything he needed to know, because he used to keep shouting me, this fucking PC, how you doing this? This PC, how you doing this? So, I've got the patience of a saint. I can learn anybody anything. Where my dad hadn't got the patience, yeah? Again, he was old school. He was lucky if he had a fucking pen, never mind a computer when he was young. So, you know. And I just sat there and I learned him. He would do all his YouTube. I know it sounds silly, but his YouTube, he'd open up painting software, Adobe software. He'd do sound recordings, because he used to love Elvis. Again, I think every parent loves fucking Elvis. But he'd do anything. The only thing he used to get confused was pop-ups on the screen. You know, like when software needed updates and it automatically reminded you. He'd shout, there's a pop-up come on the screen, I don't want to do anything to break my computer or knacker it up. So, because I used to say to him, if anything comes up on the screen like that, don't stop pissing about pressing buttons and this and that. Just give me a shout, or if I ain't, just leave it until I come home. And he would. And that took me a couple of months to learn my dad that. Now I'm doing the same now with my mother. Yeah. Because like if I ain't at the daytime, at least they can turn their computer on, search online, do a bit of this, do a bit of that, and even play a few games that I've installed on a computer, so I can get the benefit. Because our mother was bad some years ago, and when I come out of hospital, I set up a PlayStation for her, one of my old PlayStations, and basically, that's how my mum started having a game. So now I've introduced her to a better graphics on a computer. rather than buying a console. Well, it is. I mean, our old man said to me, fuck me, we'd have these kind of stuff when we was at school. But you've got to change with the times, you know. I mean, I've only been on a PC 20 years, but I've had a good mate. My mate from Manchester's lent me everything I need to know. And if I wouldn't say I'm thick, but I'm clued up in what I need to know. And he's lent me a lot. You know, I never knew how to format a computer, build a computer, put parts in it, understand this and that, you know. I'm one of these kind of people, if I can see something showed to me, then it'll stay up here. But if I've got to sit there reading, and of course there's somebody demonstrating it to me, I don't want to know, I lose interest. Right, I hope this has got one of them nice jobs for me. I mean, before I got into photography, I tried to get help from the authorities to learn me how to use Photoshop, right? And they wanted 500 quid for the basic course, just to say I got basic knowledge of it. And because I live in an area that couldn't send me to college, if I'd have lived in the other area, I could have gone and took the course, yeah? But because where I live, they says, no, there's nothing available. So I says, well, hold on, if I lived there, I could take the course. If I live where I am now, I could. You know what, fuck you. I'll come home, and I'm going back in the time when you can get anything off the net. You can't do it now because the fucking government's killed the net. You know, what goes on the net should stay on the net. Not bad stuff, but, you know, educational stuff. Anyway, I got everything that I needed to know. And I took 3 years out of my life, and now I can open that software and think, yeah, I know exactly what them fucking buttons are doing. Not because somebody's learnt me. I've learnt me fucking self. But if I go for a job related to it, because I got it on paper, it means shit. Now, if I'd gone to a nice big college and learned what they was going to learn me, then I'd be okay. I could go and get a better job related with what I know, but because it's on paper, I'm fucked. But when I open up the software, I've known people that have gone to college, and I know a lot fucking more than they do, but they've got the papers to say they know same and less because they've got it on paper. They get the job. But hey, that's a bitch. But do I care? Nah. I'm happy boy, as they say. Right then, we're going to take a nice big journey, Germany, you know. Brandon Technic. Let's get on there. But I know. And then of course with photography, if you start messing about with Photoshop, which is what I started learning first, it do like video editing, and then I got interested in the special effects. I already know how to use the music side of the software. So it just went on one thing from another, and eventually I can open up them software now and create anything. And I've created some cracking stuff over the 20 years. I mean, this is why I've got another computer on the same sort of par as this one, because again, when you're doing stuff like that, you need decent equipment. You know, you could just go to PC World and try and get a PC off them to do that kind of stuff, because they don't build PCs of that stuff. Well, to be fair, there are a lot of content on my channels, as there should be. Again, I'll put my life on hold for my old man. Everything I'd planned to do, as soon as my dad got diagnosed with cancer, that was it. The duck. Ah ha ha ha! Whoa! You know, if our old man hadn't have had what he had, I'd have, you know, everything would have been great. But of course, you never know what's around the corner, do you? I mean, you may here one day, fucking dead the next. So, you know. And I think it'd have been selfish if I hadn't have, you know, done what I did for my old man. You know, after he'd given me everything I've ever wanted in life. So, you know, what's 5 years is fuck all. If it had been 25 years, I'd still done it. You know. But, you know, just got to get on with life, eh? So I keep saying to my old lady, no matter what we do now, they're going to bring my old man back. No matter what we do. They just got to live life. And that's what I'm doing. And if anybody wants to come and join me, then feel free. If they don't, they can fuck off. End of. That's my way of life. I do what I do. I don't hate nobody. I just do my own shit. Help if I can. No drama, me. I don't like drama, like I said the other night. Come on. He's... look at this. What you stopping for? There's no need. Well, that's it, Aid. I've got to just get on with it, and you know. Oh, come on. I love how they give way for you. When you want them to give way, they do. Right, is there any more? Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Thanks for letting... Thanking the drivers, eh? I must be fucking mad. Oh, I'm going to hit him. No, I ain't. Oh, dear. Hey. You'd tell how paranoid... I mean, how much you get into this game. You're even thanking computer drivers for letting you pull out. You gotta have a laugh. Oh, dear, eh? Right, come on. Let's get this on, then. It'd be a good stream if I don't crash. Nice little drone now to Germany. Game it's raining, but hey, now you know something. I've turned the rain real down in the settings, so basically it shouldn't be rain. It is, mate. I tell you what, Bobster, there's a load of different mods for weather, and you know they all say, "Oh, my weather does this and my weather does that," and you know, to be fair, you got to give people the chance and try them. But this one I've got in now, I think it's based on one I had before, but of course, as SCS keep changing the updating of the software, these people have to keep updating the plugins or mods to make sure they work with a compatible version of the game. And like I say, I went to a website, there was a load of the mods on there. Of course, me and my mate was looking through them. That's 136 compatible. That's also compatible with Natural Lux, which is the weather mod, the weather and sky thing that I've put in. So I says to him, I says, well, I've tried this one. It's ain't loud enough for the thunder. I'll give it a go. And as you can see, when that thunder clatters, mate, it really you can hear it. I mean, because what it is, you don't sort of hear the sounds from outside the cab as loud as you do when you're in it. Right, when you download the mod, right, as I said at the start of the video yesterday, when you download them from the Steam workshop, so basically every game has got a workshop, yeah, so when you go to Steam, where your game's put on, you look for your game, you'll navigate through Steam and it'll say workshop for that game. And that, if it's a moddable game, so basically if it can be modified in any way, it will have a Steam workshop. You can either download them then from Steam workshop and they automatically go into the game, right? But if they are on Steam workshop, then if you download them, then of course they come to your PC. You have to then move them to a folder which is on your hard drive to do with Euro trucks, yeah, or American trucks, whichever game you've got, yeah. and that's in whatever your name is, My Documents, Euro Trucks, and then it'll say Mod folder, yeah? So all you do is just pop the files, what you've downloaded from the net, into that folder. Then when you launch the game, I thought that said it was on green. When you launch the game, it'll go through the motions, you know, Euro Trucks and shit. And then just before you get actually into the proper game, it will say to the right, new mods found. Yeah, so basically, it's letting you know that it's reading the files that you've shoved in My Documents. So what you do then, you click on new mods, found file, like icon thing, which then opens up that page where on the left, it's all the mods that you've got in My Document folder. And then on the right, that's how you stack them. But like I says, you have to stack them in order. Otherwise, see what it is, some need to have higher priority than others, yeah, in the stack. So it's basically like a book. You got your cover, you got page 1, page 2, page 3, and so on, yeah? So some might need to be, if you say, for instance, as an example, you might put something at page 10. So 10 rows down from the top. Then that way, it might need to be at page 3, and another might be at page 7. So 7 down, as an example, so you can sort of understand it, yeah? Some need to be higher up on the right in the stack. So when you launch the game, it gives that priority over others, yeah? I mean, I could show you now, because you could go into your mod. Once you've started your game, you cannot go back into your mod folder until you start the game completely. So I'd have to come out of the game totally and then load it up again. But if I hadn't got it right, the game would either crash as soon as it loads, yeah? So once you've got out of your mod folder, you have to confirm and say, yep, these are the changes I want to make in the mod folder. Then it jumps you back to the screen where it says continue at the bottom of the left. You'd press that, it'd load up, and if it was working okay, then it'd let you play like we're doing now. If it didn't, it'd crash automatically. And that then lets you know there's something wrong in your modification folder, your mod folder, yeah? So you go back in again, start the game, and start the process again till you got it right. So with people like this Wombat who does the combinations, yeah, of maps and stuff, or people that do the modding, yeah, so and sound, you know what I mean, good. Sometimes they'll tell you where you need to put these mods in the order, yeah. So as long as you follow what they put on the screen and have got no other mods in your folder that are conflicting, you should have no problems, yeah? But you've got to bear in mind, and this comes down to your PC, the more you add what original to this game, the more it's going to be taxable on your PC. So basically, if you add the weather mod, like I've got this natural looks, that's going to be asking your laptop to load up more, yeah? So if your laptop ain't up to spec, the game's going to go, I'm sorry, but it ain't going to happen, yeah? This is why I upgraded my PC, because I knew the graphics card could do it, but the processor, I'd only got 4 cores, a processor. Look at this idiot coming down here driving. Yeah, get back on your side of your road. The processor of the computer that is now downstairs were good enough for me to run all the mods in my folder, then open up OBS to stream to the internet. Now, you know, webcam, and I couldn't have all the settings on ultra high, yeah? So basically, the game looked a bag of shit. It looked like a cartoon game, yeah? And I thought, spent all this money on a better wheel, a nice thing to sit in, a nice big 5010 telly, and the PC's letting me down. I was like, fucking hell. And it would have took me, well, it would have took me another year to save for that computer, yeah? I'd have had to really do some overtime to get that machine. So you see what I mean? If my old mother, our old girl, as I call her, bless her, hadn't come in and gone, yeah, go and order that. That's your Christmas box. That's your birthday and fucking Christmas next year. I would have been waiting 12 months to buy that computer. Now, probably in 12 months' time, that's going to be out of date. Because PCs are like cars. As soon as you buy a PC, before you know it, the graphics card's out of date, your motherboard and all their other shit that goes along with it. Now, straight away, the processor in that, which is a Ryzen 9 3600, is out of date already because I've made the, no, sorry, is it 39 or it's either the 3650 or the 3950. There's only it's gone up by 50. Yeah, that's the brand new one. But that'll still perform, but it just means, without being too technical, what's this got? I think it's 12 core, 24 threads. That's got 32 or something. Without me looking at the specs of the new one by AMD, that's who make the processor what's in this. Because I normally go what they call Intel. Yeah? So, talking to my friend, he knows more about specifications. He says at the moment, AMD are more than Intel when it comes to gaming machines. So this time, rather than having an Intel processor, go for AMD. So that's what I've done. Yeah? But again, straight away, the AMD processor in that is the second best. Their brand new one were available when I bought the PC. That was 2 weeks before Christmas. Now, when I go back to the same place I bought the PC from, for I think it's either £200 more money, I could have had the better processor, the brand new one, which is, you know, for 2020. But is it going to make any difference to my gameplay? Not really, you know. But, you know, you had to, I mean, all it was, I don't want to go too technical on you, you know, and confuse you, but normal hard drives are mechanical. Nowadays drives have got no machine parts in, right? And then mate, I'll lose the plot all the while, mate. But hard drives now, because we was on about how this game keeps what they call micro skipping. So my friend says to me, why have you got your game on another hard drive, put it on your faster drive? That might be the problem. It's trying to read the game from a slower hard drive and saving the data to a faster drive. So we've tried it and it still ain't sorted the problem out, yeah? Now this is what they call an M.2 drive. And the fastest drives that you can have, and it still stutters. It's just stuttered then for a split second. But I think it's because I'm asking this game to load up too much data, because all the files, like all the trees, the sky, natural looks, and then bigger in size than what SCS make. Yeah, they probably use low res images. So the bigger the file, the more I'm asking my PC to do. Yeah, so like I said to you, if you ain't got a computer that is got a fast processor, a good graphics card, available memory, you will struggle by the more you put on. Yeah, I did it myself with the PC that's downstairs. I mean, it's alright for my mum to play a game on it. I can play it all day long. But if my mum was to open up OBS, pop a webcam on and trying to stream it down the net, which I ain't gonna do, but if I did, you know, if I was a younger person, then I'd be having to get money out and buy a better PC, because it wouldn't happen. I mean, there's a game, like I said on here, I love the racing game. It's a Set Course Competizione. It's the most intensive game for resources for a PC, yeah? It really needs a good PC to run it at maximum. Now, happily to say I can run it on max on this one, but on the other PC, which is downstairs, I can only run it with me and 6 other cars on, yeah? Anything else to that, it comes at the top of my screen and people would see it. Your CPU is running at 99%, so basically 100, keep running like that and you're going to blow the bastard thing up or burn it out, yeah? It ain't doing your PC no good. And then I'd run another game, I'd have the same kind of warning. You're basically overdoing your machine. Your machine cannot cope. So now, I come into games like this Assetto Corsa Competizione, because I tell you what it was, it's that game, what you watched on my Facebook, and you get it a like, that's the racing game, yeah? Now that takes a fucking shitload out of my computer, graphics-wise and processing-wise, yeah? But when you're paying £50 for a game and you call play it at its best ability, that really got me. I'm like, bastard, why make a game so good and I call play it? But again, that's developers who make games. But when you run it on full, and how I'm sat here now, you know, and especially now I've put it ultra wide, I tried that game. I tried my racing game in an ultra wide view. But again,
Get ready to turn left.
right enough hours in the day for me. I need 24 and that's just about 12 o'clock.
Turn left.
And if I stop up, I end up walking around the next day like a freaking zombie. Where you going? Look at that. What did you pull out on me? You prick. Yeah. Women drivers, eh? Well, it's no good parking there, love. I can't get through there and he ain't gonna go nowhere, is he? Or there. I've got to show him my skills now, anyway. Next time, pull out of me and I'll smack your ass. Nah, you're definitely losing the plot when you're talking to a computer. Hey. Any road. Back on track. No, I was driving sensible then. It's air pulled out on me. Huh? That's doing one of them car scams there, where they're having me for insurance. There. I'd have slapped her so hard then. That's what I said, this game, it's, you know, when you get it all right, when it's all working perfect. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bobster. Without adding all the extras, you can still play this game. Because when we go on the... when people load this game up into multiplayer, so, you know, once you've got everything set up, put the Truckers MP on, regardless what you're watching now, watching me, when we go into Truckers MP, we all go back to the same low res graphics and everything, yeah? So basically everybody's playing on the same level. So if you've got any fancy graphics settings on, you know, like how I've got natural looks and all these added extra maps and all that kind of shit, then wiped, yeah? So basically we're more playing and everybody looks the same. It's only till we go back into our single player that your game takes a little bit of time to load again and loads up all your mods and everything. So, you know, when you get yourself sorted, if you go online and play online and then you come back to play a single game like I'm playing now, you think, you know, my PC's taking forever to load up the game. That's the reason why, yeah? Playing multiplayer disables all your mods. But again, yeah, I hear them. I've seen them on about it. I don't know. I don't go into why they've got banned, but I was watching a stream of Mark's and I did hear him say, like, you know, we've been banned off it. I don't find out why. You know, to be fair, if they've got banned, then that's their problem. But you know, I mean, to be fair, it's wonder I ain't been banned off there. Because, you know, to be fair, if I'm driving sensible, I mean, me and my friend, I know it's only a PC game, but if you're trying to do the jobs and you're trying to play it properly, as it's intended, we done a mission or done a drive from Russia, so it's the furthest part of the map back to England, yeah? So when you do what they call welder truck jobs, that's all the jobs you do for welder trucks is put online as stats, yeah? So it tells me, well, I don't know about that, but basically we done a drive, me and my mate, we done it on live.
To turn left.
We drove all the way through all the different cities and towns and that,
Turn left.
and then all of a sudden this guy come from nowhere and clattered me, and he didn't need to do it, yeah? He done it on purpose, yeah? Which then, because it was a welder trucks jobs, that 3 hours of streaming, I lost a lot, yeah? My language was terrible, but because he was foreign, he couldn't understand a word I was saying. Now, I suppose if there had been a moderator for Truckers MP that had been around, they probably would have banned me for my language, yeah? But when I'm sitting there 3 hours driving to the speed limit, because hardly anybody drives to the speed limit on that game. I mean, sometimes I will break the speed limit, but there's a lot that do. If you go and look at crazy drivers, Truckers MP, there's loads of people that put all saff videos up about people crashing, you know? But that ain't the game. So, you know, it ain't no big deal being banned from Truckers MP. The only trouble is, if you want to play with your mates, that's where you go. So, you know, when I go on, if somebody crashes into me, I abuse them. If I get banned, I get banned myself. But then it would mess me up if I want to play with my mate up in Mank. So, you know. So what we try and do is we try and keep out at... See, when you go into the bigger cities, say like France, Germany, you can always find shitloads of people. Now, you know what? It ain't all... Now it ain't kids. No, it ain't. You can't blame kids. It ain't kids. It's all ages who'll crash into your bobster. It ain't just the kids. Nah. It's these just people. I'll have to go in Truckers MP one of the days and show you. Now, what we normally do is we load up the other game SCS do, which is American trucks. So basically, a lot of people don't use American trucks as much as they do Euro. So sometimes we'll do American trucks in Truckers MP because they cover the both games for multiplayer, and you can do a better drive in American trucks. I mean, I'll do this stream if I'm stopping up, and I'll load up the American trucks and show you what American trucks looks like compared to this one. I mean, it's still trucking game, but it's totally different. And again, I ain't got the natural looks on that because it ain't compatible with American yet. Natural looks, I done it for American. But where in Euro trucks you've got to stop for islands and you know, level cross. Well, you have got level crossings in America, but you've got toll roads and stuff like that. You've got less of that. But again, I've got a massive map on that, which my stream stopped. Okay, it's just paused. But I've got a massive combination map which adds me shitloads of new places in America, so I'll load that up after. I'll do this job, say I've done one in Euro, and then I'll load American up for you, yeah, and have a look at what that looks like. I mean, some prefer American. I mean, I like both of them. Aye. What it is, I ain't froze. It's YouTube, that is. See, what I'll do normally, called latency, I've lowered it down, so basically my chat is near enough instant, so when I'm talking to you, there is so much delay between me and you receiving what I'm saying, yeah? So, as normally I have my latency a lot higher. So when people are talking to me, there's, I don't know, a good 10-15 seconds between we talking. Like I said, it's a little bit harder to do on a mobile phone. But I've only got another day to wait to what the bank manager's going to give me money-wise. And then we go on a spending spree trying to get my shit sorted. It would be ideal to get my monitor up in the air. The second monitor. But, getting it. It's got to be somewhere where I can just, you know, not have to move my head too far to actually read the text what people I'm typing.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Look at these, just pulling out on me, man. What's the matter with them? I'm deaf with.
Exit now.
The crazy ass drivers, man, in this computer game. Driving through all these little cities I probably drove through. I'm absolutely beautiful.
Take the first exit.
And the skies this bloody that natural looks mods puts in, it's bang on.
Exit now.
Yep. This is that new DLC they brought out on the 5th of December that we're driving through now. So it's all really been made well. You know, all the graphics. See, when you look at some of the older areas of the map, you can be driving and you'll see the same again and again and again. It's repetitive. But on this new one, you'll probably see some of these places again. Sorry, Mr. Officer, you'll have to wait. I've got right away. Same as you. I can't remember, Bob. It could have been 25 quid for all I cared, and I still bought it. You know what I mean? You got to think, yeah, it might be a bit dear to buy, but you got to think how much hard work's gone into make it. And it's gives you a shit now of new places to drive. I mean, if you look at what they tell you, so many new towns and cities to discover, so many miles of road to drive. So, you know. But again, it is 80 if you ain't got the money, then the 13 quid is a lot of fucking money, but I mean, that's what my mate says. You know, you gotta, I mean, I like another game, it's called Race Room, but to have all the cars and have all the tracks, I'm talking 80 quid, you know what I mean? They give you the game for nothing, they let you have the game for nothing, and they give you about 4 or 5 tracks and a couple of cars. Whoa, who's going to pull out of me then? If you want to have everything, you've got to go and pay that much. And it's an old game. It had an update for like 2020. But, oh Christ, I don't even know how old it is until I go back into the game. Because like not 2 weeks ago, they gave us a weekend free of the game, or basically all the tracks. Tempting people basically to buy it for Christmas. And I didn't get the notification till the Saturday, so I'd missed the notification on the Sunday, so I'd missed Saturday. So I just tried it and I thought, you know what, I wouldn't pay 80 quid for all these tracks. I've got other games what I've already bought and they're all up to date.
go straight.
You know what? For me and consoles, right? If a console becomes out of date, you've then got to shell out more money for a newer console, yeah? Say, so a used PC, PlayStation, right? So, if they make a PlayStation and it's got X amount of memory and X amount of graphics power, and then the next year they make a better one, especially when you got kids, Dad, Mum, I want this better PlayStation because my mate's got it, yeah?
Get ready to turn right.
By the time you bought a PlayStation, and I'll froze again,
Turn right.
some bastard reason. Not the Mar game, it's on Facebook, it keeps freezing every couple of seconds. Like I said to a friend of mine who I work with, by the time you've bought 2 or 3 consoles, so if you buy a new console every year to keep your kid happy, you may as well have shelled out and bought him a top of the range PC. So, say for instance, if next year comes and they bring out a new game, I can honestly say that this computer will run it, yeah? And then the next year, so 2 years, this computer will run another game. Now, if it do, I could then go and upgrade and go and get a new graphics card if it was a graphics card problem, which would be cheaper than me going buying a new PC, yeah? I'd only have to replace what is causing the problem. When you buy a console, you can't do that, can you? You've got to go and buy the whole thing, and then the next year, it'll be out of date again. I mean, it's easier to buy a good PC in the beginning. Again, it'll be there at the start, but you've got that for at least a good 5 years before you even need to think about upgrading it. Yeah? So basically, you buy it once, you buy a good machine, and that's it, you're done with it, yeah? But again, it all comes down to money and what you can afford. What's that? What happened with it? You said, let's have a look what you said there. I wish this text would stop up. What would happen if you drove through them X's? You could drive through them X's, Bobster. They just make you crash. As I found out when I very first had the game, mate. Them just basically to stop you, to let you know that that area ain't drivable. So basically, if I drove up to one, it just makes your cab bounce. That's all. You can actually turn them off. There's mods on the workshop to turn them off. So basically, hold on, let's get up here. There might be one up here. As I'm coming to this island now, or turn, I'm looking at the sat-nav and it's telling me I can't go right, yeah? So it'll have them X's. But some people don't like to see them. So what they do is they download a mod which then they'll show the X's, but again, if you forget yourself and try and drive in, even though they made them X's would disappear off my screen, I still wouldn't be able to drive down that road. It'd still make me crash. So, you know, I don't disable them, I just leave them where they are. Just makes me think, if I took them off, I would guarantee myself I would crash into them, because I'd probably forget and think, oh, fucking hell, I've drove into them and... Whoa, am I getting way or what? Sometimes I give way, others they don't. But this is what I like. There's plenty of traffic. Come on then. Bugger it off. You can do, you know, with people who mod the game, they do so much. I mean, when we come to like petrol stations and stuff, rather than have the icon how they am now, you can change them kind of icons again. You're asking your PCs to do more. You know, the things that I'm just in the game, I'll leave as. I mean, this is another one. Hold on, I'll show you. You see how I've just put that up now? That's my route advisor. I've just put that on. Now, that's the default one. Rather than having the sat-nav in the window, that one is the default one now. And with that, I had it yesterday underneath as a little bar. It's only a tiny one. But I've gone back to the original one. And it's something, another plugin that I don't need to run. I mean, I don't put this up very often, but that's going to tell me how long I've got left. Where the one in the sat-nav window don't do that. Yeah? This is your main thing. That car better shut up papping. That's, you know, still tell me how far I've got to drive, how many hours. But you don't want to, I don't want to see that every 2 minutes. Yeah? So I'll turn it off and just turn it on when I need to have a look. But that's the original one, what come with the game. So when you start the game up without no mods in, that's what you see. But before, there was another one which would display it at the bottom. And then there's another one, but it's incompatible, I don't think, with 136, or I call Find It now. That would put that display at the top of your screen. Yeah? Oh. But again, them are modified mods, what people have made, and not original from SCS. Them lights changed. I thought them lights. Come on, wagon. I love the indicator sounds in this truck. I'm nice and loud. I mean, you'll go in some of them and you can't even hear the indicators, never mind anything else, but in this one, you really can hear the indicator switches. Yes, there is, mate. They again, they're all on Steam Workshop. Whether they work now, I wouldn't know. But there is some on there. And again, if you need to, they always, like I said to you, I deleted my profile. When I first got this game, I played it from the start properly. No cheat, no nothing, yeah? 6 months down the line, I'd covered most of the map, and then I went and got Pro Mods, which is a map, massive map. Opens up loads more countries. I went to my mod folder, and I changed some mods one night. Talking to my mate, lost concentration, and instead of saying close, I clicked the delete button, which deleted all my last 6 months of Euro trucks. So my mate says, "What did you press that for?" I says, "I thought I was closing it." He says, "You tit." He says, "Bloody hell." Anyway, we tried my hardest to retain and get the 6 months of driving on Euro trucks back. When we looked on a website, if you delete your profile, yeah, you lose the lot. But you don't lose your name. But any progress, so driving all around Europe in the normal game and everything, meant basically I'd got to start from scratch. So, you know, you can tell I was well pissed off. As I'd nearly covered all the map of the original game. So, fuck this. So I went and got a cheat. I was going through of waiting to build up my garages, I ain't bothered about the experience. It was mainly just to buy me garage, get me trucks, and then hand me a bit of money. And so that's what I did. I put a money cheat in, which took me money, and of course it sent me fucking skill level out the roof, which I wore bothered. And then once I'd got enough money to buy a garage and do whatever, I just disabled the cheat, and then I just carried on with the game. So, because it would have took me, well, another 6 months to get where I needed to be, and I would have been prepared to do it, but it took me fucking forever. So, you know, whatever you do, just be careful that you don't delete your profile, because it's, you know, and that's to do with welder trucks, that is. Because when you load up, you'll say, you know, log into welder trucks. You have to go and make an account with the welder trucks, so you can do contract jobs, which is what we're doing now, or what I'm doing now, should I say. This is a contract job for welder trucks. So once I've finished this job, this will get logged on a website for welder trucks. So when people go and look at my stats, it'll tell them how many jobs I've done, where the destinations I've drove, did I do it in time, how much XP I've got, and all that kind of stuff. And if I upload it, it'll show exactly what truck I'm driving, give them the specification of the truck. It's really good, really. But you just have to be careful. Don't delete your profile.
And then exit right.
Which I won't ever do again. Bloody well.
Right.
Oh dear. These bloody skies I'm absolutely busted. I really am. I mean, because you get these in the, you know, you'll look out your windows sometimes and you'll see these like ready skies. I mean, you've even got the stars coming out already. You'll see them little tiny little white dots in it. You know, in an hour in the game time, it'll be bloody light, it'll be dark. It's so realistic, it's unbelievable. But if you have the normal skies in, they don't look as good as these. Again, it's how affecting your gameplay. You're still going to be able to drive. You're still going to be driving the same place. It's just visual looks, you know. That's all it is with some of these mods. Just makes the game look a lot better. But if somebody who don't put the mods on, I'm still going to drive, I'm still going to get the same amount of, you know, points or whatever. I'm still going to be able to drive exactly the same as myself. I just wished I could pronounce half of these places that I'm on this game. Oh dear. I like it when I drive in parts that I've never drove before. Again, I think this is a place I've drove through before, I am sure. I like it when it's going from like orange roads to grey roads. It indicates that I have been here before. God as hell. There you go, the stars are all out now. Even them police sirens, man. Oh, dear.
Exit now.
Must be going through the dirty part of the city with all that litter on the side of the road. I mean, even little things like that. Putting litter up the side of the road. I mean, the detail they put into them. So that's where all the caravans are stored then. What we see on the roads.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Yep. That was rubbish at the side of the road. Oh. It does. It just gets to me. I mean, if I got a VR headset, you would swear blind you was driving in a real truck on a real road somewhere in the world. You know what I mean? If I couldn't see the rest of my bedroom, it would, you know, it would feel so real. I mean, I always type into YouTube Euro trucks, VR headsets, you know, to watch other people as they use a VR, but there don't seem that many people that drive Euro trucks with VR headsets on. You know, I'm so tempted to buy one, I really am. But knowing my luck, I'd buy one and it'd end up being shit, and then I'd be pissed off. I mean, I watched a video the other night where a guy had bought a Rift Quest, I think it's called. So basically, when it come out, you don't have to connect it to a PC. But it's when the battery goes, that's it. You got to recharge the headset back up. But they've made a lead now. Again, the leads cost you 80 quid.
At the roundabout.
I think,
Take the
or
first
70 odd quid, and it'll let you connect it to a computer then, so you can play better games because it's connected to your graphics card. I don't know if it makes the actual VR headset any better when it's connected to your graphics. So I thought, you know, with the new graphics card, the new PC, it should be great. But again, it's another 300 odd quid just for the headset. But then I don't want to be able to use it in Euro trucks, American trucks. It's basically any game that supports VR. So most of the games that I've got on the PC are all my racing games, which is like Assetto Corsa Competizione, Project Cars 2, Race Room, this, American trucks, some of me shooting army games, they all support VR. But knowing my luck, my old girl had come in the room, you got your headphones on full blast, you can't see a fucking thing any what's in the game, I'd go and touch me and, I'd be jumping 75 foot in the air. You know what I mean? So I'd end up probably bossing it off my head. Because when you got one of them on, you can't see nothing any what you're seeing in the game. But like, you know, it's sort of like how you watch people who've got 3 screens. It's because I've got the latency. I'm watching it now, Bobster, on my little thing. It might stop for a couple of seconds, my old pal. It's that latency. So that you can see my text in real time or my voice in real time. That's what it's doing. So I apologise for that, mate. Let me just pull over and just have a look what YouTube's saying about this. Because see what it is, YouTube will tell me at the start of my stream, right, the stream bit rate's higher than the recommended. Yeah, what it is, well, see, you can't see this, but I can. It says here, the stream's current output rate, 35,000 kilobytes a second, is higher than the recommendation. We recommend you use stream bitrate of 9,500. But I've done that and it ends up being shit. Yeah? That's another thing you have to learn, all kilobytes per second, how much bandwidth you're on, so basically your internet connection. Everything plays a part, so not only your gear, net speed, all that kind of shit. Especially when you're streaming, you know what I mean? You know, my mate will say to me, I'll go stream this. I'll say to him, has your son or somebody got the Xbox running downstairs? You know what I mean? Somebody playing an Xbox online, and then somebody else in the house is trying to upload something to YouTube or whatever, or stream a video on a low internet speed. The game is going to take priority over anything else, yeah? So, you know, I say to me, mate, get your money out and get a better internet connection, or a faster one, you know what I mean? And he's like, that solved the problem, Russ. It's going to, you know, it's just people not understanding what goes, you know, with things. I mean, I watch all these advertisements for different companies that give you an internet connection. Virgin Medium, the number one. That's who I'm with, is Virgin. And they will not be beat for internet connection. Your talks, your BT, get it. I mean, I had a little bit of problem with Virgin earlier in the year. And I slagged them off online. I slagged them off on Twitter. So as soon as other companies seen it, I had BT, another company. Can we help you? And I says, well, if you can give me the same internet speed what I'm getting now off Virgin, then you can. Oh, sorry, you don't offer that kind of internet provider, you know, like the speed. I says, so no, thank you. Virgin will sort my problem out. Well, you're Virgin. And they did. I mean, I had to have 3 engineers within a week to our house to sort my problem out, but they did. They eventually sorted. And they gave me 2 months of free internet because I played me face. But I have been with Virgin, well, not Virgin for 20 years, but I've been with a company for 20 years. It used to be Telewest, then it went to Blue Yonder. Now it's Virgin. Well, it's actually Virgin. Virgin don't exist. This is the people who own Virgin are an American company, but they just still use the Virgin name. If you're on Virgin, something you've learned today. As I found out, Virgin ain't Virgin anymore. They just pay Richard Branson some money to use his name. Oh Christ! I mean a little swig of pop. Oh dear! Without crashing my
Keep
truck.
right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Get out of it. Go and have a drink of pop here and stay. What's the matter with you, woman? I mean, look at that brand new motorway could drive up it. But that's to come, you know. All these closed off roads, eventually, SCS will open them up, you know, like. So basically, I think that's what I'm doing. The roads will be there, they just need to be linked up to other maps that they'll be probably making in the future. So this game's just just going to get better and better and better. I reckon in 5 years, the whole of this map will be covered.
Take the second exit.
They'll cover the whole world. I mean, well, I ain't so tired, am I, mate? I mean, I was tired the other night.
Exit now.
I'd been at work since 2 o'clock. I didn't get home till after 10 o'clock the other night. So by the time I'd had a bit to eat, change of clothes, a bit of a wash, and then come on streaming, play it, would it? Way past my bedtime, basically. But you know, I like to come on if people get used to coming on at this time of night. I mean, I had somebody comment today about one of my videos, but of course, it was a video I made in 2019. He was asking about the settings. There's no way I could remember what settings, you know. But I've still replied back to the chat, like. But I was using, it was on something about my Toby eye tracking bar that I used to use. But again, I don't use it now, so. It just shows, you know, how people comment on videos. You can put videos up like new ones. Nobody says nothing. Come off the PC, get up the next day, and people have made comments on ones that are probably half a year old now, you know. I couldn't remember what I did yesterday, never mind, fucking half a year ago. I've slept since then. Dear. Oi, here comes the Lily Law again. Nina, am I gonna get it? Oh, I'm actually on my side of the road. $38.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, some turning tonight.
Turn left.
Well, do when I get to the bleeding junction, look, gives us a chance. There's more rubbish in the road. Look, somebody's left their rubbish out in black bin liners. Oh dear. Oh, it's done it again, look. Right. Now, this what happens with my games, right? They just crash for no reason. So I've still got something on here that's making my games crash, yeah? So don't think the game stopped, Bobster. My stream has just crashed, yeah? So give me a sec. I've got to wait for the game to stop, and I'm going to go into that mod folder now, and I will show you. I'm going to disable the police sirens. So I reckon that's what's causing the shit. So I've got to load it all up again. So bear with me. This is the price you pay. This is the price you pay when you do modding or modification games. There's a potential the game could crash, right? But it ain't going to tell me, oh, by the way, this is what's caused the problem, yeah? But I did read somebody says about using this police sound pack, yeah? Emergency vehicles. So, now what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what we call it and piss it off. I don't need it. So I'm going to just have a look down here that could possibly causing that to happen. Right. Realistic building lights. I don't think that's going to help me out now because we've got natural lux on. So that. Right. Yeah, it automatically saves. What it does, as you play this game, it's saving all the while. You'll see it come from the left corner, saving. So basically now, it'll take me back to the last save point before the game crashed. That's what it'll do now. Right, is that a Steam one? Right. See, that says it's compatible with 136, but I'm getting issues. So if it persists, then it for that mod, but I shall leave it for the time being. And we'll see what I said about making changes. Here's what I've got installed in my document folder. So these are all the mods that I've downloaded either via Steam Workshop, which the ones from Steam Workshop tell you. Hold on, let's find one and show you. See, here's the Steam Workshop icon. So all these I've downloaded via Steam. Yeah. So for me to get rid of them, I come into the icon, unsubscribe, then that will delete that from this folder. That's how you delete the ones from Steam. The ones that I'm in my document folder, where I've transferred from from my download folder to my document folder, I have to go in manually and then delete them. I don't think there's anything else on there now that should make a difference. So press confirm. So them changes I've said. Look, get rid of these mods, blah, blah, blah. That's what it's going to do. Now it's going to load up now. And then it's going to say, look, you know, the last time you loaded this up, there was an error, look, yeah? Telling you, crash detection. Or detected, yeah? What you mean by AAA? Press it, say it all. I don't understand you on that one, Buster. Get your text up again and let's reread what you said. Say, honesty. So if you wanted to play, say, AAA, do you just click on it, play it? Now, once it's, say, whatever's on the left side of that folder, that's on my computer, whether it's in the Steam part of the mods or in my document mods. I then have to click on it, which then transfers it over to the right in the stack. What is you? Is it you then? I don't know what. There ain't nothing in there called you or AAA. So I don't understand what you're saying there. But whatever's in the left side, that's just showing you what's in your document folder and what content you've downloaded from Steam to be modified. It's until you actually transfer it over to the right side and start putting it into the stack like the book. Yeah. So whatever's at the top, that's the cover. Second one will be the page 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and so on. Till you're at the bottom, and that'll be the back cover. That's a way to explain it. Yeah. I'll put them like pages. You have to put them in order. If you don't get the order right, because one. Right, the AAA map. Yeah. EAA. For me to get that to work, there's two files, right? So basically, one's a map and one's a base. Yeah. So you have to put the base first or vice versa and then the map above it. If it don't work, you just swap them over. So you give one higher stack than the other one. Yeah. That's how you do it. Now, because these are all the autosaves I've done previously, I'm going to tell this to load the last one that was working, right? But now, since this saved the game, it is now, I've deleted both of these out of that saved last game. So I've disabled the realistic lights and I've deactivated the real emergency AI pack, yeah? So now, when I load it up, it'll load everything else, but it's removed this, yeah? I'm telling the game, look, load up whatever's in last, but I have now removed this. So I press continue. Now it's opening up the game. Now, you have to put it to the right side, and then when you've got all your stack on the right, how you think it should load up, you then press confirm changes. Yeah? When you confirm changes, it will load up that previous screen, what's loading up for you now, and then start the game. I'm in the game now. When I press drive here, it will play the game now. And it's made all them changes what I've told to take out. If it still persists where it crashes, then I've got something else in my right side of the folder that's causing the game to crash. Yeah? And normally it is a sound file. When they make mods, they add different sounds. So some sounds causes your game to crash. Now I'm on the same road as we previously was. So nothing's changed there. All we've got now is them police sirens. You ain't going to hear my police sirens. And hopefully this game won't crash no more. As again, I've heard people say it causes the game to crash. So we'll just see. This is the thing with modding. If you can't get it right, then it'll frustrate the shit out of you. You'll think, bloody hell. And like I did, I whipped all the mods out and went back to nothing. So basically it's what they call vanilla. There's nothing changed in the game. What you buy from Steam is what you get. So there's no fancy skies, no fancy greenery, no fancy roads. Whatever comes on them DLCs, that's what it is. But then when you're talking to my good friend up in Manchester and he's running, everything's perfect. Yeah? Now my friend will tell you, if he was here, he runs this on an older PC. The only difference between my PC and his PC, he's got two graphics cards in the same machine. So I've said to him, that's probably the reason why you've got two graphics cards doing stuff where I've only got the one. Yeah? Because he has where I have problems on both machines I've bought, I used to have it on the same, on the other one much at the top of my bedroom, and I'm having this same problems now on a better PC still. Yeah? No matter what mods I put in, I can do them exactly the same as my friend, and I have the stuttering problem, and I don't know why. And I've said it to him. I put it down to you having two graphics cards. But I ain't got £1,000 to go and whap another graphics card in just to play Euro Trucks. It ain't worth it. It's better for me to take all the mods off, especially the one which is this natural looks. It's only because I put natural looks on that I'm having the problem. Yeah? If I hadn't got natural looks on, I wouldn't have in this game stuttering and farting, or what they call micro skipping, every couple of seconds. So that's why I've deleted all the mods I don't use from the right side, and I'm having just the basic mods on. So a map mod ain't probably going to cause a problem, but if I don't use it, there's no point having it in the stack. Yeah? Because it's like I said, I'm asking the PC to load it up every time, and if I ain't using it, the PC don't need to load it. Yeah? That makes sense. But I think that might have come.
Take the second exit.
And I know something is gone pissing dark. How dark has it gone? Jeez. A higher bit rate.
Exit now.
Right? I'm sending more information up to the internet. from my PC to YouTube than YouTube can handle. But that's so that there's no delay between me and you talking. Yeah? That's what I've just gone in. I could show you. But if I come to my OBS, right? No, it's OBS. If I come to YouTube, yeah? So the live feed YouTube page for me is telling me your stream current bit rate is 30,000 kilobytes per second, or 303.1.10, and they recommend 9,500. Yeah? But I know for a fact if I put that setting of 9,500 kilobytes per second, which I know I can upload 35 kilobytes per second, yeah, that's my upload speed. There's nobody else on the internet at fucking 10 to 3 in the morning, yeah. So if I was running another PC in the house using the internet bandwidth, then I wouldn't be able to do 35, yeah. That's how it works. But because I'm the only one using the speed now, there's no problem. I know there's no problem with Virgin. Now it's just gone back to excellent connection. That was YouTube being a complete nut ross. YouTube, I'm terrible for it. But again, it's the only channel that can do 4K. YouTube. I tell you what, Bob, it's a fucking minefield when you come to doing this. You can either have the quality where I'm getting, or, you know, you can go to 1080p and it don't look so good, or you can go to 1440, which is between 4K and it's sort of like a 2K version. But if I put this back onto the settings with this latency and put normal latency, you wouldn't have in this. But there's like a 10-second delay between me and you talking, or me talking to you. Yeah? Could even be longer. But it says here, low latency. I shouldn't have a problem. It should still do 4K at the bandwidth that I'll put in to OBS. But it do. So, but we'll change. When I've finished this stream, I will change the latency and I'll put it back to what we normally have. I thought, you know, I've got to try these things. I thought by lowering the latency, well, that's it, mate. I mean, when I go all technical on people, and don't take this, no offence, when you're trying to learn people older than myself some new tricks, it sort of does confuse you a bit, mate. I know it hurts your head, but bear with me. I'll learn you, lad. If I can learn my dad, I can learn you. I've spent hours on websites learning shit, man. For me personally, I love learning stuff. I do. I'll sit there hours learning. I think it keeps my brain active. Now I'm watching the same stream on my mobile phone, as you can see. I'm not freezing for shit at all. So what I'll do is I'll do this job. I could do it now faster, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't know why. Shouldn't be a problem with the latency. And see, once you've put the settings in, I could just do it. I'll lose the stream totally. I'll lose this stream. You could just go in, pause it. Yep, that's what it is. Sorry, I just had to refresh it once and a few if it goes, mate. I do apologise. But we'll go back to the old settings. Once I've done the job, mate, I'll stop the stream, I'll start a new one, we'll go back to the older one, and I'll show you what American trucks looks like, if you've never seen the American one. Because I done a stream on American for a couple of nights, so it's due a stream of American trucks. So it won't take that long. How long we got left? That ain't gonna help me, is it? Hold on. Right, I've still got 8 hours, 23 minutes of this to do. It's a long journey. I'll leave that up a bit. Now what speed have we got? We got 62 mile an hour, so I can put my foot down and hopefully get there. You know what it is? It's like, I hate YouTube for it, right? They tell you to do all the settings, this, to do all that, and then all of a sudden, they move the goalposts. Everything they tell you to put in settings-wise don't freaking work. And when you start looking for help to get it right, there's no help to back it up. I hate you, YouTube, for it. Absolutely hate it. I mean, I've gone to have a look. Why does text fade away? Because it does. On the mobile phone now, every time you type, within 20 seconds, that text fades away. It don't stay on my screen. I want to see your text, so I don't miss nothing. So I've gone to look at the settings to see if there's anything that stops it fading. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Oh. So I could get the original text up. When you go into my studio, I could display that text on a mobile phone. If I'd got the monitor set up beside of me, that would be on the monitor. But because it's an Android and a smaller device, it's saying get stuffed, you're by having it. There's not a lot I can do. I mean, I've got the lead to stick the monitor in, all to go, but I've got nowhere to put the monitor. Yeah, but if it wouldn't, see, I could show you. You have to tell OBS to screen. I'll do it one of the days. But by that time, I'll have the freaking monitor set up, so I can see everything. I mean, if this racing rig, what I'm sitting in, had things to put. See, basically, I was looking to buy another rig, not the one I'm sitting in, another one. But it had all added on extras like a bracket to put another monitor stand on, yeah? So basically, they thought about it. When people stream, they need second monitors to see chat. This one, there's nothing added on extra for me to add. There's nowhere to clamp things to. There's nowhere to put, oh, it's a nightmare, but it's a good stand. So I caught, for build quality, it's spot on. For adding extras onto it, it's a freaking nightmare. Yeah? So, and because I'm limited to what room I've got in the room, I could do a lot. So I'm going to have a look at trying and buying another little CV stand to go in front of me mic. So basically, I can sit in the position I am now. It'll just be below my eyesight, but I can still see it. At the moment, my condenser mic is in the way. The condenser mic will go the opposite side of me. But of course, I've got to do all the bedroom, yeah. It's one of them days where it's going to be like an all-day job. Stripping everything off, stripping everything down, unwiring it all, configuring it in my head, and then putting it, cable management, and everything. But again, I can't do nothing till Friday. Till my money goes in my bank. That's any trouble with our job. We work and we have to wait to be paid. And of course it's like been over Christmas and New Year, then, you know, they ain't at the wage department. There's not a fucking lot I can do, bless them. They work hard enough as it is. Yeah, you're probably right there, Bobster. If there was more people that come into the chat, it probably would stay on a bit longer. Again, not a lot of people, like I said to you the other night, a lot of people watch my content after I've done the live stream. It's only like yourself, you know, who up at this lovely hour of the morning. You know, sometimes I sit here, I'm talking to me fucking self. You know, but I think, I don't know who's watching. I don't know, you know. Some people don't even talk to you. They'll just watch the video. And, you know, but like I said, if somebody wants to have a rattle, I'll have a talk to anybody, me. You know, I like to get on with everybody. Who, you know, that's the way I am. You know. You don't have to be nice to people. There's enough badness in this world, as I see it.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Ooh, got the revs up a little bit higher then. And me, mate.
Exit.
And me, I'll spend more time of a night. Like I says, yeah, I've got no hassles. As long as I don't go too loud, you know, because I've got the headphones on. But my old lady's used to me talking to the PC of a fucking night time. Been doing it for years. Because most of the people I have spoken to, I'm normally abroad anyway. I mean, besides my good friend from Manchester, I talk to people all over the world. Not so much now, but I used to. I used to talk to people from all over the world. Canada, America, all sorts of places. Why is that? Now why can't I move? Hello, what's going on here? Something it though, like. What the frickin' hell's going on here? Oh, crash? What am I crashing into? There's nothing to crash into. Must have catched the wall. This is all the new. See, what I'm seeing now, this were in the game before. That's a bloody a scanner to see if I'm carrying drugs or something, or bloody illegal passengers. They've put it in this one. It's really good, that. Now I don't want to go to sleep. You're supposed to have rest like a tachograph in this game, but I'll turn that off. Right, now we've got to go through border control to make sure I've got my passport and shit. They don't get none of this in American trucks. You just drive.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Yeah, shut up, sat-nav. Come on. I can't go nowhere till them bloody barriers go up. Come on then. Oh, don't tell me I can't go under that one. Fuck me, I've got to reverse. No, I can go. Hold on. They got barriers closed off. Time to change lanes. Oh, I've stalled the fucking thing now. Anytime today. That one's got one on. Woo!
I'll find a new route.
I don't know why that barrier they go up then. Try this one. Come on then. Oh, that one's worked. Right. Now it's checking me documents. Hey. Now we can go forward. Thank you very much. See you later, boys. Ta-ra. Gotta have a laugh at you. Make sure there's nothing coming freaking crash at the side of me. I think that might have solved my problem of crashing now, though. Hopefully, I won't be crashing anymore now. Alright, let's get past you. We're on a mission from God. $50-mile road. 17 hours to go. Foot to the metal. And we'll go again. We'll go the side of that wall then.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
That went straight down to 25 mile an hour then.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Let's get that Saturn off.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Yo. Where's he going? Hey? They're just turning to nowhere. Go on then, car. What are you waiting for? How are you going to get through that gap? Oh. Do they do it to test your driving skills? Just fishing stop mid-flow. Still bloody micro stuttering. Ah, this game will be the death of me trying to work that out. Come on. Hold me straight down to no gear. Oh, what an arse.
Go straight on, and then turn right. Turn right.
Start and stopping. It's over when you get into the towns. As you'll see, when I play the American one, there ain't so much driving through little cities and that. Mainly open freeways, so you drive a lot quicker, but you drive a lot longer. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh dear. Come on, traffic lights, man.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, it's just America. The other one is just solely America. So, the rate, if you just buy the original DLCs, there are a lot of America. As America's, they brought this one out first. So Euro Truck's the oldest. America ain't that old when it comes to game release. So basically, there are a lot of modding available for it. People don't mod as much for American as they do for Euro Trucks. But again, watching this Wombat's YouTube channel, and I looked at it. He put combination map for American Truck Simulator, and I thought, oh. And when I looked into it, he put this massive map. So basically, what I did, I followed it, downloaded all the files, threw them into my mod folder, and now I've got the same as this Wombat, barring two maps. The one I have to pay for, but again, SCS did exactly the same with Euro Trucks as American. They bought out 136 version, so they worked the what I was going to buy. It's only a couple of quid to the people that make the map mod.
Right.
And the other map mod, a real map basically. It's a fictional map, so I won't bothered about a fictional map.
Turn right.
I want, you know, if it's going to be real places, not one-to-one spec like, but you know, if it says it's like I don't know, like Texas, I want it to be, you know, have something based on Texas rather than a map that don't even exist. So I was interested in that mod, and that's the only difference between my setup in American Trucks to this Wombats. Everything else is right, barring the two maps I don't bother putting in. As you see, it's massive. America's massive, plus I've added these extra maps. So I bought the ones that you can buy, which they bring out as DLCs. And then I'll show you this as soon as I've finished this. Because again, this delivery's for me welder truck. So I could just cancel this, because this goes on my stats, you see. Otherwise, if this were on my stats, I'd have cancelled this. But again, this is to be doing for that Christmas deliveries. Again, this is the only trouble when you set journeys, look, you know, over 1,000 mile jobs, and this is next time. I mean, I don't know. This would probably be a 2-hour stream, just doing this one job. So Again, there's 50 mile speed limit here, so I'm only doing 43. I'll put my foot down a bit. I love American for the big trucks. I mean, they got 18 gears, and yet they sound just like an American truck would, you know. Especially when you go through. It's when you go through oh, what you call it? What's the bloody city? Vegas. I'm going to take you to. Ever been to Vegas? You're going to Vegas tonight, Bobster. As soon as I finish this job, mate. When you go through Vegas of a night time, and you see the big casino all lit up and stuff like that. Oh, it's because I put on my Facebook. I'm just driving through Vegas now, the Summit Strip or whatever it's called, and that famous sign, "Welcome to Vegas." You drive past that, but it's when you drive out. Oh, it's wicked, mate. I mean, like I said, my mate who's a lorry driver, he can, you know, he says if I were at work actually doing the job, trucking, he says I could sit there all fucking day watching Euros. He says I could. Again, I don't know how he got on because he says he was going to buy his lad a setup for Christmas, but again, he must have been working. I spoke to him since Christmas. He's saying if he bought his lad a wheel, that's what he was going to buy him, a wheel setup. But I know my mate, he'd be playing it more than the baby. I just looked then, I realised how much diesel have I got left. Oops, the wrong one. I hate that one. Right, where's the... Oh, that's brought my maps up. My freaking diesel. Right, that's the one I need. We'll go and fill up some petrol. Nearly half a tank, so that's what I was trying to sort out then, where my bloody petrol one was. Yeah, me head then, I couldn't see my trailer. Those have I still got it on? Alright, let's go and fill up. Although, sod it, I'll get to the next one. Can you hear the helicopter over my head? Near the helicopter. Sound effects in this. You think, fuck me, where's that? Going on, there's a helicopter in the sky. There he is, look. Just flying over my head he was. I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. And in parts you get fighter jets as well. They really go across the screen fast.
Go straight on.
They'll be pulling out on me. You'll stop there.
Keep left.
Yeah? You'll always find balloons. They might fly these balloons overnight. You'll see them in the sky overnight time. You think, who'll be flying a balloon? And these, you can see the birds above that, whatever it is, that red and white tower thing. The first time I seen them, I thought, that's dirt on my PC, because they were moving as good. And I went to, and my mate says, what you doing? I says, I thought that was dirt on my PC. He says, you soft titty. He says, that's bloody birds. I went, I can see that now. You know, but at first I thought it was dirt on my monitor. I was trying to fucking wipe it off. No. There's all sorts in it. It's different parts of the map, like, you know, like, I don't know where that they pop in. They just pop in. You'll just see them. I mean, normally you see the helicopters when there's been a crash. So if you see an helicopter over in the sky, you know you're coming up to a crash in the road. Just as normally, it's mainly in America. You see that, you'll see. But there's the. So we got the birds flying in the sky. We got that bloody balloon. Looks like it's going to piss down the rain any minute now. Black the sky's gone. I mean, here's a little harbour, look. I mean, you probably could drive to that town. But, you know, just for the graphics wise, it's spot on. Oh, bellowing out.
Go straight on.
Away, bud. Slow down for this bloody bend. I'll be taking that at 50 miles an hour. You know what happens when I take bends at 50? The truck's on its arse end. Oh dear. Like I says, mate, it's just come down to tiredness last night. I think with some of these people that do YouTube, they don't show you their faults. You know what I mean? I don't avoid more shit. If I crash, I crash. You know. Just means next time I'll do it so fast, you know. And I think that way, you know, it just shows our progress. You know, I might look back at this in a year's time and think, fuck me, look how I used to drive 12 months ago. You know, if you don't show your faults, how can you improve and think, well, God, look how I used to drive. I mean, I'll look back on some of my older videos, especially on the racing side of doing the game. And I just think, Christ, I could never drive on the track. I'd be on the grass. I'd be hitting advertisement boards and all sorts of stuff in some of my racing games. Again, that's totally different to what we're playing now. Like when you're racing, you know, you got to learn racing lines and shit. And you know, like I said to my good buddy, you know, I hate a gamer as in, you know, by some of these really am good in racing games. That ain't me yet. You know, I just like to come on, have a bit of fun, have a piss and moan at times, you know. If something's bugging me, I'll let the people that causing me pissing things, I'll let them know. You know, if they don't like it, they should make things properly. You know, I mean, like with games and that. If I'm good enough to spend more money on their games, and they ain't what they say on the tin, I'll let them know. You know, it ain't nothing personal, it's just, I don't want other people to part with their money. You know, like say, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread, if you say. We'll be doing that. But, I look at me racing now, though, I think, I'm getting there. Slowly, but I'm getting there. I mean, look, the other night when I was racing against other people, rather than computer-generated race cars, oh, that was good, that was. I enjoyed that. Again, I did win the race, but at least I stayed up with them. You know, I did lose the race, basically. I did come last, that's what I'm trying to say. 12 months ago, I'd have been last. I was keeping up this one guy, and if he hadn't crashed into me and spun me off the track, I'd have beat him. But again, he did say sorry. Because what it is with this one racing game, if I bang into anybody, I'll lose a safety point, and so do they. So it's a bit unfair for the person who you've banged into, because they caused the crash. So it tends to people who play the game, they drive properly. They don't crash into you, because they lose points and they make you lose a point. And you need the points to go and race people at a higher level. So I've got to build more safety rating up before I can move up to the next level of racing. So it basically gets rid of all the idiots. You know, which for me is a good thing. I want to drive against people that want to drive rather than just piss about crashing into each other. I don't want to do that. Oh, I've got fined for something there then. It's probably I was doing. I got fined for driving 32 mile an hour in 31 zone. Wow. But it don't come on the screen now because I've disabled. I still get fined, but it don't show on my screen. I've disabled all the stupid pop-ups. Come on then. Speed camera signs all over the place. $89.
and then exit right.
Here we go.
Exit right.
Right. Oh, this is another country I'm coming into. You know, always tell where you're coming into another country with the EU flag. So you get the EU and then the flag of the country again. No idea where we are. I think it might be Germany. Or thereabouts, I ain't sure. What country we've just did. I ain't got a clue with me flags.
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Do them.
Go straight on.
Full speed now, 56 mile an hour. Near the brakes when I'm pressing them, like, you know, just to get round these bends without tipping the wagon. You hear it? Shh, shh. Love that sound. It sounds even better when I'm in America, as you'll hear in a minute. Can't wait to get rid of this job. Get into American trucks for you. Tell you what that's like. The kind of game where you just want to load up a load of country and western, just sit along, like, you know, playing it. And I probably would if YouTube wouldn't bloody ban me for copyright music. Because you can play the radio if you don't know. You've got loads of like online radio stations. So if you play it and you don't stream it, you can load up your favourite radio station. If it's in the list, you can add it to the list. And sit along playing and driving to the radio. It's wicked. He's gonna pull out on me, I know you would. Ah, shit, making me slow down. Gotta slow down anyway. Hey, bud. Another country I'm driving through. Whereas in these countries like there was no tomorrow.
Go straight on. Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Don't normally like these roads. I'm that thin. You've just got enough room just to get the truck through. More like now because I've got a bit of grass in all them cocked up. But when you're going through that part where they got the two barriers either side, when I first started playing it, I'd hit the barriers every time I'd got through there. I'm like, you know, the barrier, bang, bang, bang. My mate used to laugh his head off. I sometimes still do it now. It all depends. You know, if you don't judge it right.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
The rain again. Now when the sky was pitch black, I thought it'd rain, and then the sky, well, it's a bit misty. That's another thing the mod does. It gives you that misty morning kind of look.
Go straight on. Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on. Roundabout. Take the second exit. Exit now. Go straight on.
Will do when the lights change red. I love the sat nav woman. Go straight on. Oh, there was on green then. Come on then.
Roundabout. Take the first exit. Exit now.
I like these crashes as well, you know, you get to see massive crashes. we am in Germany. Being signs for Berlin. Yeah, too far away, I don't think, from where I'm supposed to be delivering this Christmas gift to now. Nearly went the wrong way then. I've done that before now. Took the bloody detour. That lining's bloody right. Was good a clatter of thunder then. Come on, delivery, let's get American trucks up and loaded. Just see the destination coming into shot on the sat nav at the top left-hand corner, that little round circle. So, yeah, that far away. Foot to the floor, as they say. The old accelerator.
Keep right. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I'll stay in this lane, so it work better. Thought I was going to get over to the other side then.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. ready to turn right.
It's confused me when I first seen these traffic lights. I thought, right, do I wait till they change red? I stood there. Oh, I sat there waiting and waiting. They mustn't work they must work like proper traffic lights in the day. But in night in the game, you just have to slow down, give way, you know, whatever's coming. So they or traffic lights, you know, normal traffic lights would be. There's quite a few of these in the game as you go through the different little cities in Euro. Around this corner now, then we get into American trucks. I'll start a new stream now, Bobster, for American. So once I've dropped this off here, now it's only here now. I'll do what I've got to do with this and then upload American trucks. So I'll be right back, sort of thing. I'll take you to Viva Las Vegas.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Turn right.
It's a close and me, matey. Hey.
You have arrived at your destination.
I also never get to Vegas. That's what I said to me, mate. I've been to more places in this game and in American trucks than I'll ever be in my fucking real life. Ah, dear. Been everywhere. Everywhere in Euro trucks and everywhere in America. As you'll see, Americans, it's the same game kind of thing, but it's slightly different. And it all depends to people's taste. I mean, I love both games. Tell you what I need to do before I actually dump this. Hold on. I need to take a picture, say, for me, the what you call it, video. I'll do. Now we can go back into reverse the little thing. Oh shit. I cocked that one up. Try that again. No, have to be spot on in them white lines, otherwise it don't park. I cocked it up, but you know what, let's go out of the cab. Parking first time like this, the old school. I don't bloody stall it. Longer bloody green there. So mate. 1,157 miles. Woohoo! So, well, I thought it'd be about a 3 hour, not 2 hours 38. Right then, Bobster. Here's a sec, old pal. I'll just do me what I've got to do to this stream, and then I'll come straight back, taking you to Las Vegas, baby. Very, very much. See you in a sec, Arkid. 2 minutes.